Hello, everybody, and welcome here to the Thanksgiving 250 from Hillside International Raceways. We're getting set for the favorite race of all here on this channel. It's getting set to go racing. Josh Harmon on the pole, Reggie Fogelman, Matthew Hubert, and Avon Murray in row number two. You can check down the description for the official starting lineup for today's race. We're guaranteed a new winner for the Thanksgiving 250 because um, the defending winner of this event is not in this field. That would be Rebecca Hawkins. On 36 drivers ready to take on 80 laps around this dangerous track and our 2003's most famous track in all of racing. Pace car is off. Here we go. The Thanksgiving 250 is green. Josh Harmon off to a very good start in this race. Matthew Hubert running in second place. As the cars enter turn number 3 and 4, Josh Harmon's going to lead lap number 1 of this 80 lap event. That is the 70 machine of, if I can find the driver here without getting distracted, Marcus Verlander. Josh Harmon still leads this race. Reggie Fogelman now in second place, right behind Matthew Hubert. That is the 99, Kasumi Takashi, making her debut on this channel. Josh Harmon, one of the drivers, part of Skylar Taylor's team. Josh Harmon currently leading right now. Reggie Fogelman trying to get underneath the fire alarm system Chevrolet out of Nemco Motorsports. And here comes Fogelman. Going to bring Matthew Hubert with him. This is kind of like a drafting track here, even though this track is kind of similar to Dover International Raceway. The problem is these drivers have got to be careful coming off of turn number 2, because the problem with turn 2 is you get tight on that inside. You can get push up into the car next to you, and away you go.
What about you?
I didn't work today.
As Reggie Fogelman still leads this race.
Yeah.
Marcus Verlander in second place.
You gotta go back?
As
I
Kasumi Takashi in third.
No, I just got my exam.
Oh,
My
okay.
roommates
So
talking.
you done?
Yeah.
Let's check the back of the field here. Tyler Markle has dropped off for some reason. He must have lost the pace, must have fallen off the pace for some reason. We're going to report it might be an engine problem. That's a tough break for him. Martindale's back here at the rear of the field, along with, that is the 97 of Christopher Abel, with the 82 of Alexandre Sarnes. Bria McShane is back here, so is Avon Murray. They're 3 wide back here. This is the problem with Hillside, is if you go 3 wide, it's fine. It's just coming off the corners, it's going to get a little sketchy. Bradley Ream underneath Maxie Chilton and Alexander Underwood. And the sun has been beaming down on this track all day long. And with no cloud covers to cover that sun, grip is going to be a problem, as Mauser and Agura Sato battling each other. Dylan Van Dyke, Frank Chilton, Race Takayama. Samban Oskin right there battling with Samantha Johnson. That's the 0-3 of Daniel Zagoric. If I said that name right, let me know in the comments. If I said it wrong, I do apologize. Aaron Abel. That's Dylan Ibrahimian. Frank Chilton starting to move his way through the front. As we just had a lead change. Marcus Valander taking the lead from Josh Harmon, but Harmon's trying to fight back on that 87. Very soon, they're going to be catching lap traffic in the 92. Actually, 92 is 3 laps down. Not entirely sure what happened to the 92. There he is. I don't know if he's got an engine problem or something. That's a tough break for Tyler Markle, making his debut on the channel. Currently on lap number 15 of 80. Of course, this special event used to be for the Monster Energy Series drivers only, but since they're in the Bahamas celebrating championship weekend, or Champions Week, I should say, that's why these 36 extra drivers are taking over for them, and they'll probably take over for the December holiday race you'll see next month. Reggie Fogelman in the 9 machine in second place. That's the 52 of Mohammed Fauzi. Fauzi worked his way in the top 10. There's Skylar Taylor and Arena McShane. The two ladies working their way up through the field. We're going to find out what exactly was wrong with Tyler Markle. Let's see. Oh, he came to pit road. That's what happened. Apparently, he had a tire go down or something as we came to green. Or had something go wrong with the engine. One of the two. That's a tough break for him. That's probably why he ended up 3 laps down. He'll be going a 4th lap down very soon. Not the way you want to start this race for if you're Tyler Markle. But that answers the question why he's off the pace and why he's about to be 4 laps down. So Reggie Fogelman, currently the race leader, past the 1/4 mark in this race. Fuel is not going to be an issue since this is a 1-mile track, as I mentioned, similar to Dover International Raceway in Toronto. But it's a lot more banking, and the caution is out for the first time today. We've had an incident. Oh, Fogelman got turned by Arena McShane, but saved it. So you brought the yellow. Oh, Martindale's in it. Samantha Johnson, Bradley Ream. We've had a big wreck. Tootsie DeGrazzi's in it. Timo Mauser is smoking. Oh, we got the 97 Christopher Abel in it. Haley Tikoto. Looks like Alexandri Sarnes. Priya McShane. Agura Sato. Alexander Underwood. Aaron Abel. Avon Murray is involved, and same with Samantha Johnson. Bradley Ream involved. And it looks like Rogel Dorn didn't get a piece of this, so caution's out for the first time today here at Hillside. Let's jump back, look at a replay, see what happened to bring out our first caution today here in the Thanksgiving 250. And this is what happened to bring out our first yellow of the day. Looks like Sato had to get out of the gas because his car got tight. Priya McShane didn't realize that. They come down in the Prudence Martindale. Sato's going to go around. Roof flaps deploy. And this is the problem with Hillside is once you spin out of control, what goes up must come down. Pow! Into Avon Murray. How did Maxie Chilton, the 12, miss that crash? I don't know. There's where the 82 gets a piece of it. Who's that upside down? That's Avon Murray. She gets nailed by Bradley Ream in the 35. A lot of damage to that Taco Bell Ford. And then here's where the rest of the party comes in. Oh, Dorn did get a piece of it. Got run over by Samantha Johnson in the Home Depot Chevy. Tucci DeGrazzi got a piece. Now, how did this next incident get started? Okay, so this, okay. Oh, I see what happened here. Looks like Tikoto hooked the right rear of the 97 up into the 00. All three cars into the wall. Priya McShane, like I said, once you go up, you come down. Who is that? That was a 91 that got a piece of it. That was Alexander Underwood. There's a shot by DeGrazzi, gets into the 97. There's where Timo Mauser's up in smoke by the flipping 97. Avon Murray's upside down. Now let's see about Alexandrie Sarnes. Oh, contact there by Martindale. That was the 06. Avon Murray's the one that hit Sarnes. That was Emma Kaiser that got turned. Sarnes there gets hit by the Safelite Toyota of Avon Murray, who was upside down and goes side over side, end over end. I think Sarnes will continue. Murray's day is done, sadly. There's Kaiser. How did Kaiser get turned? Oh, I think she was trying to avoid Martindale, the 91 of Underwood. Got into the Mobile One Chevrolet. A little bit of right side damage, but I don't think Kaiser's damage is too bad. I think she'll be okay, but that's what brought out the first caution of the day. Big wreck in turn 3, and then watch the 08 right there. 08 gets a bit of air. A lot of damage to Tucci DeGrazzi's Lily Diabetes Ford Fusion. There's Christian Abel. Alexander Underwood come to rest, and there's poor Timo Mauser, the German. And then I don't know how these guys got damaged. The 36 of Kyler Anderson. Oh, that's why he got in. They got in the 91. Aaron Abel got a piece of it. So did the 03 of Daniel Gitteroth. And a lot of damage on a lot of cars, and there's going to be some drivers out of the race. So that's what brought out the first caution of the day. Let's jump back to the restart here at Hillside. Back here at Hillside International Speedway. As we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing, we'll document the drivers out of the race after the first caution of the day in the Thanksgiving 250 for 2023. Top 10 as we go back to green. Reggie Fogelman's the leader. Josh Harmon second. Arena McShane third. Grace Takayama fourth with Matthew Hubert in fifth. Dylan Van Dyke is sixth. Simon Oskin seventh. Skylar Taylor eighth. Lucia Bianchi ninth. And rounding out the top 10, the 99 as of Kasumi Takashi. We just got the one to go signal. Got some cars coming up on that inside line. They would be Aaron Abel, Samantha Johnson, excuse me there, I had a little hiccup. The 02 of, who's in the 02 card? That would be Agura Sato, and the 90, and then the 92 of Tyler Markle. As we also had a fifth car, Tyler Markle in the 35. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lap cars already a lap down. Drivers out after that incident: Bradley Reams out of the race. Ailey Tikoto, the 08, as we're back to green. Timo Mauser's out of the race. Tutsi DeGrazzi's out of the race. Christian Abel, Priya McShane, Alexander Underwood, Alexandre Sarnes, I don't know how it's pronounced. I'll need to message Frank how it's pronounced so I don't derp in the season. And Avon Murray out of the race after that incident. 27 cars on track, 22 on the lead lap. Reggie Fogelman just took the lead back from, or held off Josh Harmon for the race lead in that number 9 Liberty University Toyota out of Kyle Busch Motorsports. There's his teammate Matthew Huber in the 51. And I have a lot of damaged cars that will also play a factor in this race as we're coming up to the halfway mark of today's race, As Josh Harmon retakes the lead from the Liberty University Toyota, but Reggie Fogelman did the crisscross. Grace Takayama's in this battle, and Skylar Taylor just got herself up in that battle conversation. The NOS Energy Toyota out of Kyle Busch Motorsports. Reggie Fogelman, going to be a rookie this season here in the Monster Energy Series in 2024, driving the same car. In fact, all 36 of these drivers are not only running the special event races, these last 2 special event races, but these will be the cars they will be racing in 2024. Skylar Taylor's going to take the race lead. She goes up high, and here comes her one of her drivers, Josh Harmon, to the lead. And who's that? They're coming to lap. Oh, that's Agura Sato. Sato going to play a major factor. Oh, I don't like the looks of this. Skylar Taylor just took the lead from Josh Harmon thanks to Sato getting in the way. As Sato's really holding up some cars on the outside line, including Dylan Van Dyke, and that's Rena McShane in the 18. And now they've caught up to Aaron Abel in the 8. But Skylar Taylor's going to go to the lead, and looks like Josh Harmon's going to go to second place. As we're nearing the halfway mark of today's race. Here comes Josh Harmon going to take the lead, but Prudence Martindale is going to get in the way. Skylar Taylor tried to get around the outside of Josh Harmon, but got blocked in the process. And Harmon's going to take the lead anyway, so that worked out wonder. But here comes everybody's favorite driver, Lucian Bianchi in the 37. The Dockside Ford Fusion out of Benning Motorsports, Norm Benning's team. As we're nearing the halfway mark of today's race. That's Kyler Anderson there that got impeded. Josh Harmon still leads this race as we're now halfway through the Thanksgiving 250. 40 down, 40 to go. Bianchi now leads. Who's right behind him is Samad Oskin in the 72 for Penske Racing. As Bianchi now leads this race, as we're coming down to the critical part of this race where things are about to get ugly real quickly. They nearly got ugly with a 4 wide situation, but they settled it down to 3 wide. Skylar Taylor in the 54, sponsored by NOS Energy on her Toyota Camry TRD. Kyle Busch Motorsports getting the engine supply from Joe Gibbs Racing. Skylar Taylor in second. There's Arena McShane in third. They're about to lap somebody. That would be Tyler Marco in the 03 of Daniel Gethroth. I think it's Russian. I don't know that for sure. I think it is a Russian name, if you ask me. And also, they also got to deal with Agura Sato as well. There's Markle. Markle's had a pretty bad day so far. Not sure what caused his engine. I believe he's down on 7 cylinders, which is not good for him. But the good thing is, this is a non-points event, if you ask me. And Arena McShane's going to go for the race lead, as they have caught Agura Sato. Oh, Sato nearly came down on, I think that was Harmon she nearly came down on. That was really close. Now the next car to lap will be Tyler Markle and Gethroth. Josh Harmon trying to find a way to get around the M&M's Toyota out of Joe Gibbs Racing.
I'll go first.
As look out, the 92 just came down on the 18. That was close, and now they've caught Aaron Abel. Ooh, nearly got turned by the 03. That could have been a big wreck in front of the leaders. How that was not a wreck, I don't know. But we're still green flag racing. Well, as soon as I say that, the caution is out. As soon as I opened my mouth and said we're still green flag racing, the dreadful caution comes out. Looks like we've had a wreck over in turn number 3. Not sure. Whoa, look out, look out, look out. Oh, no. Rena McShane just piled in the back of Emma Kaiser, who brought out the yellow. Looks like Frank Chilton was the reason for the yellow as well.
No 6.
But what a shame for Arena McShane. And that will give the 87 the lead as a result.
Yeah.
That's a tough break for the 18. Not sure what happened to Emma Kaiser to bring out the second caution, but we're going to find out as we jump back, look at a replay to find out what brought out caution number 2. Well, I'm glad I don't want to be for Team Frank because 2 of his drivers just took each other out. That would be Emma Kaiser and Frank Chilton. Contact there sent them down into Samantha Johnson, who kept it straight, but looks like Frank Chilton and Emma Kaiser took each other out. Boy, I don't want to be in the Team Frank's meeting after this race. Seeing 2 of his drivers take each other out like that, I bet you poor Frank is shaking his head going, what the hell is my 2 drivers doing, wrecking each other for no dang reason? And see, the problem with the 06 and the 09 is they got stuck in the apron. Looks like the 09 got stuck on the apron and had to teleport to pit road. Kaiser was trying to get her car going in the right direction. Looks like they were trying to do so. Looks like the 09 couldn't get going. And I think the big problem for Emma Kaiser is that the transition from the flat to the apron is very steep. And she should have just driven it down on the apron, but instead just got stuck on the banking. And this is what happens when you're racing back to the line. And look at this. Arena McShane's going to ram into the 06 just like that. Unfortunately, that's going to take Arena McShane out of this race. So that's what brought out the second caution of today's race. We're going to go back to Green Flag Racing here at Hillside.
3. Good try, Mark.
We're back here at Hillside. The pace car lights are still on as our second caution of the day is out. And I bet you Frank Chilton's going to have some explanation to his team owner after he not only committed female abuse, but took out his teammate
7,
in the process.
3.
And he managed to stay on the tail end of the lead lap as the lap down parade comes in.
Okay.
And Arena McShane, the 18 car, is now out of this
Yeah.
race. That's a tough break for Arena McShane, who is leading this race. She's going to end up in 27th after this is all said and done.
6.
So Josh Harmon is the leader. Second is Skylar Taylor. Third is Mohammed Fauci. Fourth, Matthew Hubert. Fifth, Reggie Fogelman. Sixth, Samad Oskin. Seventh is Dylan Van Dyke. Eighth, Grace Takayama. Ninth, Dylan Ibrahimian. And Mohammed Zain complete the top 10. We're going to have 15 cars on track, 26 in the race, 15 on the lead lap as we're back to green here at Hillside.
Margo.
Go ahead.
And Frank Chilton is up to speed in that 09.
5.
Yeah, I don't think Frank is going to be too happy with Frank Chilton after that. I don't think Maxie is going to be happy with his brother for, well, committing female abuse.
Guess so uses 12.
That's a shame for those two. Josh Harmon, Skylar Taylor, 1-2 right now. They got a lap, or
Good try, Michael.
they got the 09 still ahead of the leaders. Emma Kaiser has returned to the race, but she's got more problems, so she's going to pull that Mobile One Chevrolet off the track, so not going to be in the way of the leaders, so that's a shame for the 06, who's now 5 laps down.
Keep going.
Let's see if I can go.
That's the second time Kaiser's been involved in an incident not of her own doing. As Frank Chilton going to go lap down to Josh Harmon.
12. Okay, no wonder okay. Good try, Michael.
Skylar Taylor currently in second. Good run for Mohammed Fauzi in third. Up front, Josh Harmon now the leader.
Well,
And looks like the 06 is now 7 laps down.
here you go.
There's Emma Kaiser. Looks like they did get that
Go ahead.
car fix to her satisfaction. So she was in and out of the pit lane, but they got the problem fixed. So Kaiser's going to try to soldier on and finish this race.
2. 1. 2.
Lead change between two drivers, a part of Skylar Taylor. Skylar Taylor herself and Josh Harmon for the lead. Looked like Skylar Taylor got a bit tight trying to pass the 87, but just couldn't get the pass made. This is kind of like a super speedway where you're trying to decipher, how fast you're going to go.
Got an offer in your head?
But Josh Harmon really doing a good job pulling off his team owner, Skylar Taylor.
That's 1.
And not 2.
They'll be catching Agura Sato before too long.
Yeah.
Mohammed Fauzi taking second place.
4.
Driving the Ken Schrader racing machine, that Federated Auto Parts cars, they nearly came close to taking out the 02 of
6.
I got 6.
Sato. Aaron Abel just held up his teammate Josh Harmon, and they've just also caught up to Prudence Martindale, and the caution is out for the third time today. Oh, got another wreck and turn too. Saman Oskin's involved. Somebody else was involved. Don't know who. Dylan Van Dyke, Frank Chilton involved. That's karmic retribution for Frank Chilton. He got put a lap down. Emma Kaiser not pleased with, Frank Chilton. I know Frank's not going to be pleased with, Frank Chilton after today. So, but we're under caution for the third time today here at Hillside. Let's jump back, look at a replay to see what exactly happened to Saman Oskin.
Yeah.
Well, deja vu has happened again in this race, as Saman Oskin got held up by Agura Sato, and who takes out Saman Oskin? Frank Chilton.
Yeah, you just slowed in a little bit.
Got into the right rear of, I don't know what the sponsor is. Reggie Fogelman gets a piece of it. That's a shame for Reggie Fogelman. Tell you what, Maxie Chilton did a great job missing that. Frank Chilton got turned by Dylan Van Dyke.
Oh, yeah, I do.
And Frank Chilton's going to hit the side of the Busch Light Chevrolet. And that's what tipped over Frank Chilton. As upside down goes the Under Armour Chevrolet. And then there's where Saman Oskin hits the left side of the Busch Chevrolet. The Busch Beer Chevrolet, I should say. Ooh, Takashi just nearly got by that. A lot of drivers did a good job getting through that. And there's poor Saman Oskin.
4.
Stuck on the apron, had to teleport to pit road. So that's a tough break for Saman Oskin.
Oh, man, that's close.
But for Frank Chilton, his day, sadly, is going to come to an end. Not a good day if you're a driver under the Frank Army War. So that's brought out our third caution of the day. Let's jump to the restart here at Hillside. Welcome back to Hillside as our third caution of the day is concluding, and we're going to get ready to go back to green very soon. Out of the race after that incident was Saman Oskin and Frank Chilton. And they joined the rest of the drivers who have already gone behind the wall in our 3 caution affair. I think the race in 2021 had, I think, 1 or 2 cautions. So we've already exceeded the amount of cautions in this race.
Did you already win, Michael?
No, I'm thinking.
So we have not gone back to green flag racing, but we will eventually. That will give me the chance to let everyone know that I will be having Whelen Modified Tour signups coming up in the next couple of weeks to get ready for 2024. Just keep your eyes peeled. It's only going to be for drivers who are not in a PSR LA ride or not in the Monster Energy Series. For 2024, I will be hosting the signups in the Discord. Link will be in the description, the PCS Ray Discord. The PSR LA Discord will also be in the description as well. Are we going back to green? Yes is the answer. So we're going to go back to green flag racing. So we're still going to have lap traffic come into play.
You go. I know
It's a break for Saman Oskin, who had a very good run so far in the early part of this race. Now he's going to be out of the race. So we're showing you your top 10 rundown. Dylan Ibrahimian having a good run. Brooke Packett has stayed out of trouble. She's running in 7th. Maxie Chilton having a good run, and so is Reggie Fogelman completing your top 10. We're going to have 11 laps to go here in the Thanksgiving 250. And we're back to green.
What?
Put this up.
Put it up.
Of this giant piece. Alright, put this up.
Dang. I don't know how you do it. You do it.
Josh Harmon.
Yeah,
Looking-
how you guys do it?
Josh Harmon made the Camping World Truck Series playoffs, but sadly got eliminated after the round of 12. Muhammad Fauzi in second.
Who wins?
Skylar Taylor in
I
third.
didn't play, so.
Dylan Van Dyke, the last car on the lead lap, in the 13th
My
position,
turn.
despite getting a piece of the incident.
3, 4, 5. Me.
Skylar Taylor and her teammate Matthew Hubert trying to get around Muhammad Fauzi.
2. Okay, here we go. Alright. 3, 4, 5, no 6.
Got to
And
go.
here comes Skylar Taylor on the inside of the Federated Auto Parts Chevrolet. This car will be the 052
Yeah.
when I get ready to put zeros in.
Try not to make a mess. Mario played this tape. You played tape, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to make a mess, I promise.
Muhammad Fauzi trying to get his first win on this channel. Of course, he's one of many drivers making their first ever start on this channel. As Fauzi trying to hold off Skylar Taylor, who won the Camping World Truck Series Championship a few months ago back at Toronto.
I got you 10.
Yeah.
Josh Harmon in third.
And my 11.
Mohammed Zain in fourth. Good run for Mohammed Zain and
What,
Dylan
discard?
Ibrahimian.
You discard yet? You got discard.
Haven't seen these two having
Yeah, put one on top of
any
the other.
issues today.
Yeah, put one on top of
Looks
the
like
other.
Zayn got a bit tight there trying to get around Dylan Ibrahimian. Josh Harmon got a little bit loose coming off of turn 2 as Skylar Taylor's trying to get around the 52. But don't look
You
now.
got
Here comes
5
Dylan
there.
Van Dyke getting ready to
You
get
got
lapped.
5. You got
We're down to
5.
4 to go. Next caution that comes out will end this race under the yellow flag. And
Yeah,
Fauzi gets a
top of the
good
yellow.
run off the corner. Oh, the 75 into the wall. There goes Skylar Taylor. Can they save it? No, Skylar Taylor just got wrecked.
10.
That's good. Oh, big crash.
4.
That was a big hit by Maxie Chilton and
Discard.
Marcus Verlander. That's going to end the race. Oh, man. I hate when lap traffic does that.
4.
It looks like Muhammad Fauzi is going to win the Thanksgiving 250 as a result.
Your turn, Michael.
As we're going to have 2 laps of racing to go, let's quickly jump back, look at a replay to see what happened to bring out our final caution of the day. And here's what happened to bring out our final caution. The leaders just caught Dylan Van Dyke, who was off the lead lap. Watch the 75 of
Discard.
Mohammed Zain. Or is it Dylan Ibrahim? Oh, it's Dylan Ibrahimian. I'm sorry. Not Mohammed Zain. See, the 26 not paying any attention, shoved the 75 in the wall.
5.
Then Van Dyke comes down into Skylar Taylor.
Your turn, Michael.
Skylar was trying to get herself back up on the track, then gets clipped, hits the 26 and goes around. And Maxie Chilton had nowhere to go. And boy, Bianchi got through, so did the 99, and then nowhere for the 70 of Marcus Verlander to go. Boy, Takashi barely got by that. There's Maxie Chilton, who was looking for a top 10. He's not even going to make the checker flag after today. So that's what happened to bring out our final caution of the day. Let's go back to the checker flag
What? Was that 5?
for
Yes.
our
And then
for our
it's
winner,
wide open.
which is this guy right here, Muhammad Fauzi.
Well, no.
White flag was just displayed to the Federated Auto Parts Chevrolet of Muhammad
It's
Fauzi,
on my discard.
as he's going to have one more lap of
Oh, yeah, no.
One more lap to go under the yellow flag. It's a shame this race had to end under the yellow flag, but there's really nothing you can do about it in this circumstances.
Right.
As long as Fauci doesn't have any issues, he's going to win. Josh Harmon will finish second. Dylan Ibrahimian will end up third.
3.
Reggie Fogelman
Three.
fourth. Bianchi's a lap down. Mohammed Zain is fifth. Hernandez von Rakowski, did not talk a lot about him all day. He'll come away with sixth. Matthew Hubert seventh. Grace Takayama eighth. Dorn will get ninth, and Brooke Paquette will get 10th. As here he comes off of turn 4, the yellow and the checker flag in the air. Muhammad Fauci will take the second annual Thanksgiving 250.
1.
Well done to that driver out of the Kenny
5.
Schrader Racing team.
No 2. No 6. No 2.
Let's go.
Michael.
As he'll take the checker flag here. And they're going to stop under the yellow for some reason. I don't know why. But a good run for Rogel Dorn. Top 15 was completed by Dylan Van Dyke. I don't think a lot of people are going to be happy with him. Lucci and Bianchi will get 12th.
This now is because
Kasumi Takashi will get 13th. Samantha Johnson 14th. And Daniel Gritteroth will complete the top 15. Maxie Chilton, Skylar Taylor finished out of the race. So did Marcus Verlander. You'll look down through the remainder of the finishing results. A lot of drivers had a tough day today. A lot of big wrecks we've had so far in this carnage-filled race here today at Hillside. But that is going to do it, my friends, from here at Hillside. Muhammad Fauci will take the Thanksgiving 250 and give Chevrolet something to be smiling about after this race is over. I want to say happy Thanksgiving from all of us here in the PCS Array. And we've had a great time calling this race for you guys. And we look forward to the December holiday race coming up on the 25th of December. But thank you guys so much for joining me for today's race. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCS Race Crew today. Be showing your full finish results. We'll see you guys next time for the December holiday 500 race at, I think we're going to do it at Talladega Superspeedway. It's either going to be these drivers or the Monster Energy Series drivers. Either way, hope you will tune in for that. Until then, I'm Dean DeVoe signing off. You've been watching another broadcast of PCS Ray TV, the best in racing since 2017. So long from Hillside, everybody.